Western Creek in Newmarket has suffered many years of abuse until the Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority, the Town of Newmarket, and the Royal Bank of Canada banded together in order to restore this creek into a viable, healthy body of water. Western Creek is a small tributary of the Holland River. For years, the water quality and condition were compromised by an existing structure until an event brought attention to the condition of the creek.
Basically, in September 2006, there was a storm here, a 100-year event that caused some major damage to this bridge that existed here. The wing wall failed, and there was some need of great repair to it.
When it came time to replace that culvert, we entered into some discussions with the Conservation Authority, and we tried to find a way to move forward with this rather than just patch up a problem that had occurred. So we had a number of partnerships, and we built it in such a way that it was more sensitive to the environment and more sensitive to the wildlife.
We have some wonderful partners that join us in projects, and this was one that was very visual. You could see right away that there was difficulty with this. It was a culvert that had failed, and the Western Creek that was really not running at all. Fish were not able to move back and forth in the creek, and so it was one that was very visual.
One partner that provided major funding was the Royal Bank of Canada.
At RBC, we believe that we need to make contribution to communities that we live in and we work in, and as a result, we thought this is a great initiative for us to improve the environment that our folks are working in and live in, and therefore is our give back to the society and the community.
The Royal Bank of Canada created the Blue Water Project to provide funding globally to assist in freshwater issues, both in watershed protection and safe drinking water.
We selected water as a key cause at RBC because it really has a global, national, regional, local and personal impact, and everyone in the world has an issue with water. RBC is currently in over 50 countries around the world, so we thought this was a great way to support communities everywhere, and everyone can feel the impact of what we're doing. One of the reasons we selected this particular project was because it was close to being finished, and with our funding we were able to top it up to let them finish the project and create the great environment they have here.
The overall cost for the project was over $300,000.
The municipality contributed some of the funding for this as part of our ongoing commitment to environmental services, as part of our ongoing commitment to the environment and the trail systems that we have. So bringing all three partners together made it an exceptional project.
The rehabilitation project has been underway for over a year and a half. The major improvement was replacing the old culvert with a bridge that allows for better water flow and reinforcing the banks using natural river rock to help filter runoff from the surrounding parking lot.
The existing bridge was right at the mouth of Western Creek where it ties into the East Holland River. So it was quite vulnerable just based on the design and the location. With this new bridge, it's much more structurally sound, and having it in the new location upstream, it's much safer for it to be at that location. And it's spanning the creek now. There is no part of the bridge in the water. As you can see, it's spanning it, so the bottom of the creek has now been naturalized as well underneath the bridge.
I think it's fabulous when you take a look at how it's really shown us with a creek for what it really is, as opposed to just a culvert that's covering up a small creek. It really makes it look natural.
So we now know that the fish are using it, and the water flow. If you had been here a couple years ago, you wouldn't have even realized that it was a creek that was here. It looked like a culvert that was just draining into the river. So this is really important that we're able to clean this up, and as we move along up the river, then do the same thing all the way through, and it will clean up the river itself and the lake.
The Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority was given a major financial boost with funding from RBC's Blue Water Project for the amount of $100,000 to aid them in their continuing work of water restoration for Lake Simcoe and its surrounding tributaries. To learn more about RBC's Blue Water Project, the work of the Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority, and the Town of Newmarket's green initiatives, please visit our website at rogerstv.com.